Welcome to back my channel Coin Worth Million. This channel is a special place where every video brings you new knowledge, entertainment, and exciting experiences. Here Coins Worth you will find informative content, engaging stories, and everything that sparks your curiosity. Our goal is to make every moment enjoyable, help you learn something new, and be a part of this growing family. So join us and start this wonderful journey today. The United Kingdom 2 pence coin of 2003, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, stands as one of the most recognizable lower denomination coins circulating during the late 20th and early 21st centuries. It belongs to the iconic British decimal coinage system introduced in 1971, replacing the centuries-old pre-decimal system with a modern, easy-to-use structure. By 2003, the 2 pence coin had already spent over 3 decades as a fundamental part of daily commerce in the United Kingdom, widely used across shops, public transport, vending machines, coin-operated services, and as a symbol of British monetary reform. Although the coin carries a seemingly small face value, its historical background, design evolution, composition, and cultural significance contribute to its lasting importance in the coinage history of the United Kingdom. The obverse side of the 2 pence 2003 coin features the fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the talented British sculptor Ian Rank Broadley IRB. Introduced in 1998, this portrait marked a notable shift from earlier depictions of the Queen by presenting a more realistic, mature, and natural image of Her Majesty. The portrait remained in use until 2015 and is easily identifiable by collectors because of its larger size, strong detailing, and the characteristic IRB initials placed just beneath the neck. On the 2003 coin, Queen Elizabeth II is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her most famous and cherished pieces of royal jewelry. The legend around the portrait reads, Elizabeth II DG Reg Fid Def 2003, which expands to, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription not only identifies the monarch but also maintains a tradition dating back centuries, reflecting the historical continuity of British royalty and the British state's constitutional heritage. Turning to the reverse side of the coin, the design displays the celebrated badge of the Prince of Wales, a symbol deeply rooted in British royal tradition. This emblem consists of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a single coronet or crown, with a flowing ribbon bearing the German motto, Ich dien, meaning, I serve. This symbol has represented the Prince of Wales for centuries and is associated with the heir apparent to the British throne. During the issuing of this coin, the Prince of Wales was Prince Charles, later King Charles III. Beneath the emblem is the denomination inscription, 2 pence, written in full instead of with the numerical, 2p, which maintained the traditional styling carried over from the early years of decimalization. The reverse design was created by Christopher Ironside, a renowned British artist who designed several other decimal coinage reverses at the time. The emblem's presence symbolizes duty, nobility, service, and the long-standing traditions of the British royal family. The material composition of the 2003 2 pence coin is another notable detail. Before 1992, UK 2p coins were struck from bronze, a copper, tin, and zinc alloy. However, from 1992 onward, including in 2003, the Royal Mint adopted a new composition of copper-plated steel. This change was driven by rising copper costs and the need for more economical production while maintaining the traditional appearance of the coin. As a result, the 2003 coin retains the familiar reddish-brown copper look but is strongly magnetic because of its steel core. The coin weighs 7.12 grams, has a diameter of 25.9 millimeters, and features a smooth edge without any reading. Its thickness and weight give it a robust feel compared to smaller denominations, reinforcing its practical utility and presence in everyday financial exchange. By 2003, millions of 2 pence coins were minted annually for circulation, making them a common sight in pockets, cash registers, and coin jars across the United Kingdom. These coins also frequently found their way into charity donation boxes, supermarket change, and household savings tins. The coin's low face value made it essential for giving correct change, especially in traditional pricing structures ending in 99p or similar. In gaming arcades and amusement halls, the 2p coin was popular for penny pusher machines, becoming part of British recreational culture enjoyed by children and families alike. Its widespread use made it one of the most familiar coins in the country. Despite being a lower denomination coin, the 2 pence of 2003 holds numismatic significance, especially for collectors of decimal-era British coins or those who focus on Elizabeth II's portrait series. Coins in uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated (BU) condition, typically found in royal mint sets, are significantly more desirable than heavily circulated pieces. While circulated 2003 coins generally hold little monetary premium over face value, their collectible value lies in their historical context, physical condition, and role in the broader timeline of British currency. Collectors often appreciate the 2003 issue because it belongs to the mature reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a period marked by stability and continuity in both the monarchy and the nation. Culturally, the coin reflects more than its metal. The 2 pence carries symbolic meaning tied to long-standing sayings like, "Find a penny, pick it up, and all day you'll have good luck," which many people apply to small denominations such as the 2p. It is also a favorite for schoolchildren learning arithmetic, coin recognition, and money handling skills. The coin's consistent design across decades helped generations of citizens identify currency effortlessly, contributing to national identity and everyday familiarity. Meanwhile, changes in metal composition mirror the evolving economic considerations faced by the Royal Mint and government policymakers. Historically, the year 2003 falls within a period of significant international events, although these events did not directly affect the coin's design. During this time, Queen Elizabeth II was already in her golden years, having celebrated her Golden Jubilee in 2002. The nation experienced economic shifts, cultural developments, and modernization while retaining traditional symbols like those seen on the 2 pence. The coin therefore stands at a symbolic intersection of tradition and modernity, with the obverse representing constitutional continuity and the reverse representing centuries of royal heritage. From a design perspective, the 2003 2 pence coin remains one of the last generations to use the traditional Ironside reverse, which continued until 2008, when the Royal Mint introduced a new reverse design featuring a portion of the shield of the royal arms as part of a unified set across all denominations. This makes the 2003 coin part of the closing chapter of a design era spanning nearly 40 years. For collectors and historians, these coins represent the classic look of British decimal currency before the modern redesigns of the 21st century. In summary, the 2 pence Elizabeth II, 2003 coin is a seemingly simple yet historically rich artifact of British currency. Its portrait of the Queen reflects both artistic skill and royal dignity. Its reverse honors centuries of royal symbolism through the Prince of Wales's badge. Its composition illustrates economic adaptation. Its everyday use in the early 2000s captures a slice of British life, one involving markets, charity boxes, amusement arcades, community shops, and family routines. For collectors and enthusiasts, the coin represents both monetary history and a living piece of modern British heritage. Though small in value, it remains significant in symbolism, history, culture, and design. The United Kingdom 2 pence coin dated 2002, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, is one of the key small denomination coins of the British decimal system that has served the public since 1971. The 2002 issue belongs to the mature period of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, specifically, a historically important year because 2002 marked the Golden Jubilee, celebrating the monarch's 50 years on the throne. This makes the 2002 dated coins especially meaningful within the broader timeline of Elizabethan numismatics, not because of special mint marks or design changes, but because they represent a year of national celebration, reflection, and recognition of 5 decades of stability under Elizabeth II. The 2 pence coin, despite its small face value, becomes a small metallic snapshot of this landmark year, carrying the legacy of Britain's evolving coinage and the traditions that shaped it. The obverse front of the 2002 2-pence coin bears the fourth official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, expertly sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley, IRB, and introduced in 1998. This portrait is notable for its realism and its bold, lifelike representation of the Queen. Unlike earlier portraits by Arnold Machen and Raphael Maklouf, the Rank Broadley design does not idealize the monarch but shows her dignity and maturity as a leader who had already spent nearly half a century guiding the nation. The Queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her most iconic tiaras historically associated with her image across stamps and coins. Surrounding the portrait is the standard Latin inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg Fid Def 2002, meaning, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, 2002. The inscription is part of centuries of British tradition, reflecting the religious and constitutional foundations of the monarchy. The portrait's placement and the lettering are sharp and well-balanced, typical of the Royal Mint's precision and craftsmanship. Moving to the reverse back side, the 2002 2p coin features the classic design created by Christopher Ironside, used consistently from the introduction of decimalization in 1971 up until the redesign in 2008. The central element is the badge of the Prince of Wales, a traditional emblem consisting of 3 ostrich feathers rising from a single coronet. A ribbon tied around the base bears the German motto, Ich diene, translating to, I serve. The badge symbolizes loyalty, duty, humility, and the historical connection to the Welsh Principality. At that time, the Prince of Wales was Prince Charles, who held the title from 1958 until he ascended to the throne decades later. The emblem holds deep heritage value, reflecting not only national symbolism but centuries of royal identity. Ironside's design also includes the denomination written in full as 2 pence, continuing the traditional style established at decimalization. Although later issues began incorporating new modern reverse designs, the 2002 coin still faithfully carries the original classic look of early decimal coinage. The metal composition of the 2 pence coin in 2002 is copper-plated steel, a change first implemented in 1992. Before that, the coins were made of bronze, a copper-tin-zinc alloy. Rising global copper prices and the need for cost-effective minting led to the adoption of the steel core plated with copper. This preserved the traditional reddish-brown color while significantly reducing production costs. As a result, although the 2002 coin appears identical in color to earlier bronze coins, it behaves differently. It is magnetic, whereas pre-1992 bronze coins are not. The dimensions remain the same, 25.9 mm diameter, 7.12 grams weight, and a smooth edge, but the internal structure reflects economic and technological adaptation by the Royal Mint. The coin's durability and resistance to wear also improved due to the stronger steel core. The year 2002 itself provides additional cultural and historical significance to the coin. The United Kingdom celebrated the Golden Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, marking 50 years since her accession to the throne in 1952. Throughout the nation, special events, parades, exhibitions, and royal tours took place, drawing millions of participants. Although the Royal Mint released special commemorative issues in higher denominations, the regular circulating coins, like the 2 pence, continued their standard designs. Yet, collectors often view all 2002 dated coins as Jubilee year issues that belong to a significant milestone in British history. Thus, even though millions of 2p coins were minted for normal circulation, their date ties them to a moment of national pride and monarchy-related celebrations. The role of the 2 pence coin in everyday life during 2002 was substantial. It was used for small shopping transactions, change-making in retail environments, and in vending machines and amusement arcades. The iconic 2p coin pushers, in British seaside arcades, a staple of family entertainment, also heavily relied on this denomination. Many households kept jars, tins, or boxes full of 1p and 2p coins, saving them for counting days or charity donations. Supermarkets frequently issued 2p coins when rounding change, especially for prices ending with .98 or .99. Despite its low value, the coin was indispensable in the practical functioning of daily commerce. Numismatically, the 2002 2p coin is considered common, as a very large number were minted for circulation. In circulated condition, the coin usually holds no premium above face value. However, collectors tend to preserve coins that are in brilliant uncirculated (BU) or uncirculated condition, often found in annual mint sets. The IRB portrait coins from the early 2000s are also collected as part of complete Elizabeth II portrait sets. Furthermore, because 2002 marked the Golden Jubilee, BU sets from that year often attract greater collector interest. Coins that are well preserved, free of scratches, oxidation, or discoloration, are more desirable, especially those showing full brilliance of the copper plating. In terms of cultural meaning, small denomination coins like the 2 pence carry unique sentimental and symbolic value. British superstition and sayings, such as, "See a penny, pick it up," extend to copper coins in general, including the 2p. People often associate them with small tokens of luck, childhood memories, or the simple joy of collecting loose change. They also play a role in charity culture. Many charity boxes in 2002 filled up with 1p and 2p coins donated by the public, supporting local causes, schools, churches, and community events. Children are often introduced to saving, counting, and math using copper coins, making the 2p a common tool in education as well. From a design evolution standpoint, the 2002 2p coin sits in the late phase of the classic reverse era. 6 years later, in 2008, the Royal Mint unveiled a completely new reverse design featuring pieces of the royal shield across coins of different denominations. This redesigned system created a more modern, cohesive identity for British coinage, making pre-2008 coins, like the 2002 2p, part of the classic generation of decimal coinage. This further enhances its value for collectors interested in preserving pieces from the original design era introduced by Ironside. Economically, the wide production of copper-plated steel 2p coins reflects the United Kingdom's monetary needs at the time. Small denominations were still heavily required for everyday transactions in the early 2000s. Discussions about whether to phase out small coins like the 1p or 2p would only become prominent many years later. In 2002, the 2p coin was fully integrated into the economy and accepted with familiarity by all segments of society. The consistency of its design and size also made it easily recognizable and reliable for transactions and vending machines. Finally, the symbolic placement of the Prince of Wales's badge on the reverse connects the coin to centuries of royal history and heraldic tradition. The Ich dien motto, meaning, I serve, stands as a reminder of the duties carried by the heir to the British throne. The coronet and feathers trace back to the medieval period and have been associated with notable royal figures throughout England and Wales. This use of heraldic imagery reinforces the deep connection between British identity and its monarchy, something especially relevant during the Golden Jubilee year of 2002.